Hi guys, once again to continue with our last conversation about confrontation in relationships. I was talking about how one needs to express or indicate our boundaries about what is acceptable. And there is a way of doing this. It's not telling somebody, listen, don't do this. It's about telling somebody that when you do that I feel very uncomfortable when so and so happens. Not that you are doing it to me. Yeah. So you are removing the personal sting to it. Because very often we got to give the person a chance to understand and realize that he may be doing something unconsciously. Not that he intends to hurt you, not that he intends to have a confrontation with you, but that's just the way he is. And so far we've been accepting it. And since we've been accepting it, they don't realize it's wrong. So to give him a chance to understand how you are experiencing a particular behavior. Not by saying that you do this to me, but that when this happens, this is the way I am experiencing it. So that's the way of introducing boundaries. Now remember, we are talking of a gradual approach to this. That first we are expressing our feelings, next we are expressing our boundaries. The third step in confrontation, actually I don't like the word because it's not really confrontation, it's about reaching a settlement in a relationship. Yeah, but still, for want of a better word, because that's what we are escaping. The third step would be when you would be able to say that this is not acceptable. Yeah. Now, even when you say this is not acceptable, you have to be prepared. Now, you have to be prepared for what? That people don't normally argue about a specific thing. When people start arguing, they bring in everything else in that topic. So when you say that this is not acceptable, people will introduce n number of other topics, but you do this, you do that, you do this, and you have to say that yes, I accept and we'll talk about that, and maybe I can make my changes here. But could you make this change here? Yeah. And what I think is that as you keep on expressing yourself, you may find that first of all that the issues start dissolving because you have expressed and the other people have come to know, and your response has indicated to them what is acceptable and not acceptable, and they have changed themselves accordingly. Because you have changed, you have sparked a change in them. The second thing is that if the issue hasn't resolved, then at least you can reach some form of agreement that okay, I won't do this if you don't do this. Yeah, it's a very funny thing. It's a quid pro quo, but it helps because it's not that we are some innocent, how shall I say, innocent bystander in this, and something is being done to us. We also are doing certain things to other people, and it would be a good quid pro quo. Yeah? So even if you avoid the final confrontation of having a conflict or being antagonistic in your behavior, and from which you can escape for whatever reason that you need to, because what you fear because of it. At least you have tried. Yeah? And I think if you try just this much, you may not even have to have a conflict at the end of it.